Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 4th episode of Seto no Hanayome. And last episode we got to have a fun little adventure on a private island, and it became a little bit less fun once the assassination attempts began, but it did not work, so I'd say it was still a lot of fun. And yeah, we had kind of a lingering thing throughout the episode about Nagasumi. Yeah, kind of he was gonna go home, right? Like home, but then San kind of dropped a bomb on him, like, "Oh yeah, you don't know what he told you. I'm going with you. I'm gonna live with you too." So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, our fish is gonna very much go out of water to somewhere very different and kind of incorporate into life there, like become a transfer student and stuff. Stuff that should be pretty exciting. So let's jump in and see exactly how all that goes. 3, 2, 1, play. I mean, it might not be as fancy as your house, but it's better than the crappy 2-bedroom apartment I live in, so. Yeah, we also met Maki last episode. Yeah, you know, pros and cons of life, basically. If only you knew the internal conflicts this man goes through. And our opening. You know, the song has kind of a very peaceful tone to it, you know, right up until we start up the air guitar. The shift in that is kind of interesting. Still love the opening. Who gave this man a drum? Who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, so many characters left to meet. There's at least 2 cute girls in that group that we have not met yet. Maybe 3. Actually, that one probably just a regular classmate. She kind of looks like it. Being a guy is tough. Especially being that guy. Just tell them it's your very advanced toy. That she tried to kill me last episode. That was surprising. That's the okay. Gotta be rough seeing your parents being so kind to your assassin. It's a nice room. It's got a game console and everything. Probably, yeah, probably a good reason for that. I mean, if they're gonna be married, can they just like share a room? The living room? The basement? The attic. Okay. Well, at least you might be safe from Maki up there, maybe. Why can't she sleep in the attic? That's probably from a while ago, I would imagine. Don't mind. Are you gonna let him share the room with you? Wait, what? He did nothing wrong in this scene. Again. Can't just shove husband in the attic. Because it makes you want to be a good husband. How about you live in the attic and those two share the room? Bath time? Are we gonna have any kind of awkward scene here? I mean, your life's been changed forever, man. I can tell you that right now. For sure. And is she coming on it? Okay. I mean, I suppose that's to be expected. You know, in this kind of anime. He did nothing wrong. Again. That is such a stretch. The mental gymnastics she must go through to get to that conclusion. Also, we need to take that shell away from her. Is that money? Like, was that gold? Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I really did not know what that was. Yeah, I mean, not a bad trade. Because we have a little psychopath as a doll next to us. Also, where do we get such a tiny towel? That is so not what happened. Don't Mudiati me. Must be rough not having anyone on your side when you're in the right. It's like being on Twitter. Wow, that room is a lot less guyish now. You never know that was a guy's room. Looking at it. Are those lamps? What were those? Probably have like hidden cameras in them. Yeah, I mean, we should definitely show her around. That's for sure. Yeah, if she's sleeping, let's sleeping dogs lie. Also, take her shell while she can't stop us. I would have done that day one. I understand. Welcome to Japan. Well, yeah, it's probably unrealistic to consider to expect a convenience store to be convenient from that location. Again, welcome to the big city. Yeah, it's great once you get rid of Maki, isn't it? I'm just kind of waiting for Maki to show up at this point. Because she eventually will. Yeah, an adorable little angel, huh? It's a good thing Maki's not here. No, Maki's there. Why would we want to go back? A chance for us to be a hero? Not particularly. I mean, we're already involved now. I mean, you probably shouldn't do that for several reasons. I know that's within your character, but still, we should handle this a bit more tactfully. You sound so generically delinquent. Oh, I think I recognize her from the opening. I think that's that one girl. Our, yeah, Public Morals Committee girl, I guess. Mawari? Did she say her name was? Even the girls are taller than her. I also think it's the same uniform, so yeah, probably same school. Yeah, of course he knows her. I mean, she might even be a childhood friend, honestly. Yeah, disciplinary committee, that's what I was looking for. Mawadi. Fitting name. We're already halfway through the episode. Right, childhood friend. Yeah, I got that impression. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Yeah, I was going swimmingly until she showed up. How about no? Definitely no. Can't be cheating on Masa. I don't think he said that. Unless I missed something, I don't think he said that. It's not you. No, you're no. She's so full of spirit. Only Maki was here. Wait, what the heck? That was the solution. Okay. If you're a mermaid, I'd understand shifting to a water environment, but he's not. That was actually an excellent jump. Oh, never mind. That was a terrible idea. Yeah, mermaid, you could come down here and help us not drown. I didn't really push. It's more like a German suplex off the bridge. Yeah, there we go. I think that's Sun. Because this is her environment. It looked painful. I mean, you should know what's going on. It's your wife. Well, that was one way to solve the conflict. Maybe he took it to the... Well, no, because he was confused about what was happening. That was a really impressive kick, though, considering how tiny she is. Drop kicking his head. I mean, she looks fairly girlish right now. I tell you that. And your wife is right back there. It's because she doesn't want you to see her tail. So let's get over there and dry her up real quick and then come back. And yeah, right now she doesn't know that that's his wife or future wife. I usually call her wife, even though I know it's more of a fiance thing. I still like to call them wife and husband because it's kind of funnier, so and easier to say. Oh well, took less time than I thought. Yeah, I swear I'm not cheating on you. Okay. Saitama, thank you for reminding me where we are. Oh, go no, that's not Maori. Surprised you found him. Make it sound so much worse than it actually was. You just went on a date, you know, as husband and wife. It's entirely reasonable. Why would we do that when this is what you do? There's not going to be a scorpion in Japan. That is husband and not scorpion. It's a good thing her aim is terrible. Otherwise he'd be dead 10 times over by now. Oh god, it would be just a terrifying thing. Like a little but deadly blade firing towards you. Probably sharper than a toy. Oh god. Okay, yeah, that definitely is dangerous then. Please save me. You save people, right? Save me. Some hardcore doll playing. And what do we do? Just double down? Yeah, that'd be pretty embarrassing to have people just know about you. You're a boy that just goes into the bushes and plays with dolls in his spare time. How confused must she be right now? But hey, new friend, that's the important thing. Okay. Right. She's that kind of character. Gotcha. The daughter part in tiny letters next to it. Oh yeah, that would be kind of enemy natural. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, straight up natural enemies. You can just see the level of confusion there. Back to the bath. Oh, it's her turn. Okay. Now Nagasumi walks in. And yet, it's gonna still be in the wrong, even though he's on the opposite side. A lot of TL notes this episode. Yeah, we can't do that. And there he is. Now let's get ready for the water bullets. Yeah, there it is. So we just like not have a sign or anything up when it's in use. We should probably work on that. Okay, I guess we can see her bath too. She kind of looks like Kaede in this shot from the one Shield anime. Wife. Think you're being a little bit jealous? Maybe a little bit. I'd say you look girlish enough. Like, tomboy is a perfectly legitimate archetype. There's nothing wrong with that. And ED, yep, ED. Yeah, part of the enjoyment of this show for me is just kind of some of the nostalgia, right? Because there's some anime tropes I see in this that are kind of like not as prevalent anymore. So they're kind of fun to see. The biggest example probably just the, walking into the bath sort of thing. Like, I remember watching Love Hina back in the day, and it had a lot of that type of comedy gags. And I have a lot of nostalgia for Love Hina, so... And we met a new character this episode. Because I'm pretty sure that's the one I pointed out in the opening. That would look like a classmate. It definitely is. We haven't actually went to school yet, but that's no reason why we can't meet a classmate. Now, when we actually do have our transfer student scene, she can be like, oh yeah, you're the one I met before. Today's Masa-san. Akino snacks. Anything on your mind? Who are we talking to? Wound. Mama. Okay. Okay, that does sound pretty rough. I feel like I'm missing too much information in regards to this conversation. Okay. Right. I guess he was okay. Yeah, he was on the train. I remember that now. Not where I thought that was going. Did you say swallow a train? Did I read that right? Okay, yeah, just, yeah, I signed up for the preview to see that we're going to school tomorrow, next episode. So, yeah, that was the fourth episode of Seto no Hanayome. Another really good episode for sure. Now, that last bit there, that stinger, right? Like, that's not where I thought that was going. I thought that was going to be kind of a, what's the word for it? Bit of a, kind of like alluding to a, like, I thought he was talking to, like, another assassin, kind of like Maki. I thought that's where that was going. Like, they were talking about some kind of maybe previous assassination mission she was on that she got kind of injured on, and then, we're talking about the next job, which would involve Nagasumi. That's kind of what I was thinking that scene was, until they showed it was a father, and then some stuff clicked in my head. It's like, oh yeah, he was on the train on the way over, wasn't he? Yeah, that was a thing. So that was that. I mean, they were intentionally being vague about what was going on there, like they were avoiding having him on camera and stuff. But anyway, that was that. As far as the actual episode goes, yeah, this was a bit of a I mean, there's an adjustment period, right? The son's over here in Saitama and living with Nagasumi. His name, I struggle to remember his name. I keep wanting to call him like Nagafumi. It kind of rolls off the tongue better, but it is Nagasumi. I'm trying to remember that. So, yeah, I mean, having Son live with him is a great thing. The only downside is Maki kind of comes with, right? And she very much just does not like Nagasumi. Like, she's not exactly subtle about that. And she still has that kind of two-faced thing going on. So you have like the parents that like her and stuff like that. And just she's like a big antagonist for him, and she lives with him. It's really unfortunate. And she just kind of had his room taken from him, got shoved in the attic, right? That's also kind of messed up. His room is now all girly. Yeah, he can't even go to the bath without pain. Doesn't matter if he gets there first or gets there second, he gets attacked all the same. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, right? It's you just got to really have to focus on the positives, which is that he has a beautiful, wonderful wife now, and that is a pretty big positive. So if I was him, I would try to keep my eye on that as best I can. Maki is almost kind of cute when she's sleeping, when she's not a little psychopath. So if only we could keep her like that more often, that'd be nice. But yeah, like I said, this is an adjustment period, so we did kind of have a scene of kind of showing her around. And this is obviously, I mean, I'm not that familiar with Saitama, honestly, but it's got to be more of a big city kind of area than what the Son is used to, for sure. And she gets to see all the konbini and stuff like that. And she seems to be having a pretty good time for the most part. Maki's not with us, and that's the biggest reason why we're having a good time. Of course, eventually we did have to have some antagonistic force appear, and that was in the form of a couple of guys, you know, a bit of a nanpa, flirting, whatever you want to call it, right? Aggressive flirting on a couple of girls. And of course, we have Son with her chivalrous spirits, or virtuous, whatever you want to call it, right? She's not just going to sit back and do nothing, so she kind of got involved in that. And Nagasumi does not want to get involved with that. Definitely doesn't want her to be like using her mermaid powers and stuff for several reasons. But this actually led us to get to meet a new character. Mawari, I think her name was. Her name's probably on the list somewhere that I have over here, I would imagine. Is she not? Maybe I'll have to add that. Okay. But yeah, I think her name's like Mawari, and she shows up because she's like a disciplinary committee kind of girl, bit of a tomboy childhood friend. Like the kind of arc that she fits was pretty clear pretty quickly, and I like her. You know, I like her design, and she's a pretty fun one. She's really short. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Eventually, we got the situation dealt with. So Nagasumi actually like suplexes them out the bridge, and then you have Mawari jump down, and she can't swim, and it was probably a terrible idea to jump in the water then. And then we had Son, who can swim, of course, go get in there and help, and then we just kind of had to leave before she saw the fishtail. So that worked out pretty well, at least until Maki showed up, and he narrowly avoided dying, and now has rumors around that he likes to play with dolls. So, and for your middle school boy, like that's probably like one of the worst times for there to be rumors about you playing with dolls circulating around your peers. Like that's not something you want to be. That's not a thing you want to be out there. So, so that's rough. I do kind of hope we see some of that, like people discussing, like those rumors going around, people discussing them. That'd be pretty funny. I mean, that would be unfortunate for him, but it would be funny from my perspective. So. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff in the episode. I hope Maki chills a little bit going forward. But I know that she's probably not going to actually like Nagasumi anytime soon, but she can still chill a little bit. Just a little bit. And Son continues to be a really amazing, likable character. Like, she's just really fun. And yeah, so far nobody knows, like none of the classmates know about the relationship between Son and Nagasumi. I imagine that will be a thing though as soon as she goes into class. Like I discussed before, there'll be the, hey, I'm a new student, I'm living with Nagasumi, and by the way, we're like married and stuff. So yeah, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And then everyone's like, what? How could this possibly be? Right, that's probably going to be next episode that we get that scene. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm kind of skimming through the episode, see if there's anything else I wanted to touch on. I don't think so. But yeah, so far it looks like Son's adjusting rather nicely to the new environment. Just got to go for start up school next episode, and we'll see how that goes next time. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.